Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the orders column for Monday, the 25th of August, 2025. My name is Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla, Donohoe now in the next few minutes. We didn't come on last night because we were just very busy yesterday, I have to say. It was crazy, and we had issues then on Thursday. I was actually sick. My head, I ballooned out. I was like Elephant Man just for about 2 days. It was weird. Throat was in bits, everything was in bits. Yeah, it was really crazy. Yeah, I'll just go through a few of these. Jojo, hi, learning how to doing my Fitzsimons at Fitzsimons. Learning, how are you doing my Fitzsimons at Fitzsimons? How are you, Rojo? Okay, hi, Dealer Heron. Yeah, hello. Hi to all. Yeah, hi, Vincent. How are things with you? Yup, Finn, how are you, buddy? Yeah, yup. Who's this? Fat fuck transvestite. Good lad, well done. Thanks for sharing that stream in the evening. How are you, Mark? How's everyone? They poison you, Fitzy, bro. Honestly, it was weird. Like, I was just on a call, and next thing, what's wrong with your eye? I said, nothing's wrong with your eye. And he said, something wrong with your eye. So I looked and I could see it. This eye here was going down and was all puffed up. And I'm not even going to show you a picture because I'm not. Because it was pretty horrific. Like, my throat's been drying out the last couple of days. Like, but my eyes were burning. It was like, I don't know whether anyone can. I know who it is, Orla. Yeah, I know exactly who it is. But yeah, my eyes were. I don't know whether any lads will probably know. You get weld burn. You know the way you see a weld and you get that like sand in your eyes. That's what it was like for about 3 days. Yeah, and it's eased up now. It's grand now. I'm back to myself. You know what I mean? Good evening, all. Good evening. Was wondering what the story was the past few days. Yeah, that was it. Like, you know what I mean? But what we're going to do is we're going to change it now in the next week or two. We're going to change it from, we're going to do the Sunday night Irish column, and then we'll do a midweek one. And if we need to do another one on a Friday or something, if something happens, we will come in for that. You know what I mean? But I think we need to I'm not saying scale it down, but we'll have enough to go at one midweek. So I think we could do that Wednesday. So that's what I'll be proposing. Yeah, caught a flu myself in bits the last few days. Now, I'm saying that everyone in the house is sick. I'm not sick. I just got this funny turn. So I don't know. Hi, Paul and Orla and chat. Nice. Yeah, nice surprise. Didn't know you were on tonight. Yeah, we said we cancelled it last night. There was a bit of stick last night. Oh no, don't cancel it, don't do that. I just wasn't in the hour. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Liverpool top tonight because they're playing Nottingham or playing Newcastle, and we're winning 1-0. Happy days. Great to meet you yesterday. The speakers were great yesterday. Good to see you. The youth speaking up. Yeah, it was great. Hi all. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Keep sharing this out there, people. As an Everton supporter, your shirt looks really crappy. Listen, with the white in it, it goes mad. Like, you know, this is one of the old ones. I didn't buy the new one yet. Yeah. Sarah Malone repost the stream. Thanks very much, everyone. You can get us there. I'll put out the banner there. You can get us on live on X at FitzyDub, at Anthony L. Casey, at Rugamorph27, or the Force 23. You can get us on Facebook, and you can get us on Dealer Heron YouTube channel. So yeah, you can buy us a coffee as well if you can, to keep us going there and doing what we do, please, because we don't get paid. And it costs a few quid to buy all the bummers. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'd happily discuss topics on my channel to fill a gap foot. So whatever. Hi, Paul, Orla, and chat. Orla will be on now in a minute. But yeah, what's Ray saying? How are you, Frankie? Just let me see what Ray is saying. Ray Flanagan. Hi, all. I'm back in UK. I've doing a few days with the boys and girls at the Avonry in Blessington. As an ex-Blessington man, I would like to thank all the outsiders for fighting our cause. I'll be honest with you, mate. It's like I've said this before. We were in Knock about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and there was 300 of us, and there was only 5 people from Knock. 5 people from Knock. Gee, hey, you only bought me one. I know I only bought you one. But yeah, it's only all of us, and this is where the media and the lefties are getting that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's, oh, look, here's the far right down again. Here they are down here to spread their hate and their lies and their racism and their this and their that. Because they have the other people in the village shitting themselves. They can't come out. They're afraid of their lives to come out. You see it in all the little towns and villages around, even around Dublin, like, and around Kildare. People are afraid to open their mouths, like, you know what I mean? They know what's going on, but they're afraid of their life. You know, oh, think what Mrs. Jones will say, or think what such a body will say, or Johnny will get sacked, or Mary will get sacked, or we work in a hospital, or we work in a Costa, or we work in a you know, if something's wrong, something's wrong. You need to talk about it. End of story. You know, I'm sorry, you need to. You know, I'd say a fortune was spent on Orla's Bulmers. Well, it wasn't spent by me. Little England, how's it going, Paul? How are you? How's things, mate? MDC repost. You keep reposting it out there. Yeah. What's this? Watching from Dublin 13. Greetings from Baldoyle. Well, Nathan, I'm just around the corner. So, yeah. Who we got here? Colin, where are all the men in Ireland? Throw sport, alcohol, and the boys in men spotty stay quiet until Muslims invade. Disgraceful. Well, that's what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? We all know what's going on. How's it going, Paul? It's going good, mate. It's going good. It's going very good.
2-0.
2-0.
20 seconds of the restart.
Ekateki? Yeah. Lovely. Thank you. 2-0. There you go. 2-0. Live. Yeah, live score here now. Ekateki's at they're getting 20 seconds into the second half. Brilliant. My dad just doesn't give a shit. He just walks in, like, you know. As for the majority of locals and blessings, shame on you all. Listen, that's exactly where I was coming to and going with that, Ray. You know what I mean? Because, like, there was a problem here a couple of weeks ago, about 2 months ago. There was migrants that are moving into a place in Clontarf, and Shin and Adina were going, oh, we have to move them, we have to do this. And I thought, no, unless the people at Clontarf are willing to help themselves and contact us, and we'll help them do it, all right. But unless somebody from Clontarf comes to us and says, lads, listen, we need your help, or can you help us do this? Can you set this up with us? That's when you help them. It's no good people going into their areas, because they will just turn around and say, oh, they're the far right and they're just here to cause trouble. You know, when the shit hits the fan, that's exactly why they do it. That's why none of them come out and help you. None of them. They're afraid of their lives. And it has to stop. Like, at the end of the day, it's their kids as well. It's not just my kids, your kids, or Johnny's kids. You know what I mean? It's every kid is in danger here. You know what I mean? And every woman is in danger here as well. Paul, we are only doing this twice a week now. Which days? Yeah, Mark. Sunday night we'll do the column, and then Wednesday we'll do one midweek one on a Wednesday. There's a few other podcasts coming up, and you know, that people starting up podcasts a whole lot. So I think there's Tuesday and tomorrow. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. We need to be taking a little break. You know what I mean? There's just too much going on. You know what I mean? There really is too much going on. And here's the lovely Orla. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Brilliant. Yeah. I just said there about changing it to Wednesday, Sunday and Wednesday. And I don't know whether Thursday. Sunday and Thursday.
Yes, you did. Yeah. We'll see. We'll discuss it. You have to run it by the
Sunday and Wednesday. I think Wednesday, midweek, boom. There, we 3 days and 3 days. Happy days. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Good evening, Paul, and everyone. Blessed be. Thanks, Steady Eddie. How's things, mate? Sundays, I think, and Wednesdays. Mark the spread. Yes. Yeah, that's, yeah. How is your Sligo next weekend? Misha Erda went off well. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. There wasn't very many videos, and I spoke with Martin, and Martin said that they sort of said not to be posting many videos just in case you get staff or anything, you know, and fair play to them for that. You know what I mean? That was good. Fair play. Jane Doe. Hi, Paul and chat. Speaking of Misha Erda, I'm just going to play this here, right, Orla, and we'll come back. This is just from Misha Erda. Well done, the lads there. That was a good table to be at there, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. I've donated to the cause Irish women carrying pepper spray. Any news on that being put forward, Fitzo? I haven't seen the results of the poll, and I did put in that I wanted to see the results, but I haven't seen any results as of yet. I did sign it, and I think a lot of people signed it. You signed it too, Orla, didn't you? The one for the pepper spray. Did you sign that one?
I've signed so many protests, so many petitions. Sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah. Orla's cat has the right idea. Not a fuck given. Chill to the max. Yeah. Yeah.
I see Chris Bourne was in the comments. Chris, Paul was there yesterday. Bought me one Bulmers. Isn't that shocking? One. Then he disappeared off.
I only stayed for 2. I only had 2 oranges. I didn't have a drink myself. Yeah, Luke, Nathan. No, I didn't have one. And you didn't even drink it then. You ended up giving it to Debs.
Trying to go and catch the train.
Yeah, well, hey, listen. Whoa, that wasn't my fault. I didn't book the train for you. Anthony Casey for president. Yeah, Anthony Casey for president. Yeah, some people were throwing that idea around, all right. But listen, hey, stranger things have happened. You never know. Hello, Orla. It was lovely to meet you in Dublin yesterday. Leanne Sweeney. Yeah.
But look,
beautiful music. Yeah. The Lonesome Boatman. You can't beat the Lonesome Boatman. Very moving. That was really lovely. It was really lovely. What's patriotic Irish mammy? I went to school in Clare in the heart of the Bunning, and I learned jugs, reels, and how to weave. I'm so grateful for my childhood. Yeah, we got. Like, I'm being honest with you now, kids now, and when I say kids, I'm talking lads 25, 30 now, couldn't even fit a light bulb. You know, they can't change a plug. Like that, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. Like, have you noticed that with, you know, I don't know how Jer's, you know, 40 odd or whatever, but like, I don't know how good he'd be around the house. Like, I'd say he'd be quite all right. But I know lads who can't even change a bulb, like, you know, and like, couldn't bleed a rad. Like, get a plumber in to bleed the rads for them, like, you know what I mean? You know, it's that beggars belief, like. The Lonesome Boatman, lovely, delighted. It was a great success. Yeah, were you there, Joan? Yeah, I couldn't get down. I'd stuff on. I want to go back to Misha area. It was great. Fair play, and fair play to Stephen and Suzanne. There was a fantastic atmosphere at Misha. It was like old times. Everyone was out to enjoy every minute of it. And that's what they've taken away from us. And that's what they're still trying to take away from us with everything. All this hate speech and everything else. That's what they're doing, lads. This will all go. There'll be no more of this.
It did look great. I mean, we had to look at Martin yesterday and a couple of others who weren't exactly in the best shape.
Yeah, under the weather. Yeah.
They all seemed to have a good time.
Yeah, steady Eddie. To learn history is to seek and find the forces which are the causes to those effects that we subsequently perceive as historical events. I was only talking to a friend of mine about this. Like, they're changing history every couple of 100 years. Like, we don't even know whether it's the right bleeding history or what it is. Like, you know what I mean? He who controls the history controls the world. You know what I mean? Was having Chris milked 250 cows a day by myself. Was heaven. It was heaven, Chris. Milked 250 cows a day by myself. Okay. Was that yesterday? Yeah, that was nice. I felt like it was in a Braveheart movie. Yeah. Hi, Orla and Paul. Thanks for showing us the clip from Misha Erla. There's another one there. I have another one or two there. I actually have Tom Moran's speech, so I'm going to play that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, because I like Tom. Tom's a good man. So we play that when we come back.
I won't go into the politics that brought us here today. But I'm very pleased to be able to say that few words to you, because our job has been for the last number of years. We are missioners. I call myself bringing the message to contradict what RTE has brainwashed people with. We reject the love of it. And as I say, I am very happy for this reason as well. Today we can breathe because we celebrate Irish culture and we're proud of it. We are not dominated or badgered by people who will destroy the name of this country and whose government is doing that very thing. And I finish on the words of Pierce. Beware, he said, beware of the thing that is coming. Beware, he said, of the risen people. Beware, he said, for they shall take what ye would not give.
Irish Mama, yes, thank you very much.
Yes, Irish Mammy, and your son gave me a badge yesterday evening. Fair play to me. He had one in his pocket for me. Thank you very much. And it's actually, people, there it is there. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you can't really see it.
No.
It says Jesus is King, and it's Ireland. It's just there. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. So thank you very much for that. Fair play to you.
I saw Chris Bourne's comment there. Yes, Chris, Paul just has to go. He's just not up to scratch.
John Finn, kids these days never experience robbing an orchard. Very sad because it was so much fun. I used to love it. Would you believe we actually robbed apples out of an orchard about 2 weeks ago?
That doesn't
I'm running
surprise me.
back to the car. I'm running back to the car with a load of crab apples in me bleeding, in me thing. Now, I pulled them down onto the road, you know what I mean? But yeah, I did. Aaron looked really good on TikTok. Yeah, I have Aaron's video
He
there. I'll
did,
play it in a
and
few
so did
minutes.
Jake.
Yeah. Jerry, yes, it was unbelievable. Can't understand how we could never put words to the music, but that was the way, even better. Yeah. People ask me not to play that Star Moan anymore because it wasn't Irish. Tom is a true gentleman. He is. He's a lovely man. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, crazy. KO meant to be that way. Yeah, what's this? Siobhan Fahey. It does beg a belief, Paul. I spent my childhood between Irish dancing in the garage with my daddy, hence being a 54-year-old woman that can do all my own. Yeah. Like I could build an extension with you now tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? I've helped my dad build extensions. I've fixed cars. I've done tarmac. I've done painting, decorating. Like I've done. Trust me, I'm the Walter Mitty of everything. I'm being honest with you. I've done lots of stuff. Like, yeah, and that girl's the same. Fair play to Siobhan. Booker T. I was talking to a little girl one day, and she told me she was 22-year-old. She told me she was a 22-year-old child. I don't know. Have you seen that girl that's missing? There's a girl missing from Drumcondra. I'll pull her up now in a while. But she looks very young.
I think she's been found or something.
Has she? Good. I'm glad. Because she looks very young. Like she's 28, but she looks only about 15 or 16. I think.
Neil Murray, I think, had.
I did see that. Yeah, I did. The fear of missing out after watching all the videos. Looked like a great day. I hope to be at the next one. Yeah, we will. It's just a fella different.
Yeah, she's been found.
Hope all she's found, is she? Good. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. Hope all is good with you, Paula. Yeah, I'll send you a video of a lovely taxi man in a minute, Paul. Yeah, no problem, mate. Michael John, human gay male had an alternative to Manchester Gay Pride on Saturday. Really good event. Oh, okay, cool. So it wasn't the month anymore, is it not? You don't get that anymore over there. Never put my comments with GM leave. You're different at the door. Nothing changed. Yeah. What a lovely man. What a lovely man. What a lovely man. Personally, I don't care. Whitehall song isn't Irish. Yeah, there you go. What affects the UK will affect there. It's like dominoes. Yeah, it is. It's gone horrible. There we go. There's another goal, is it? Or Newcastle's at the scoring. He's in there. Effing and blinding out. It's the parents. If your kids aren't able to tie their laces, then they deserve to have them up on your hip till they're 40. Yeah. Card of Ireland watch. We were gone through all of them now. That's grand. I haven't had in over KO. I haven't had in over 20 years. I don't know what you haven't had now, to be honest. Yeah. And Nick Ting does his campaign tomorrow, doesn't he? Nick Delahanty. You can comment and you can get us on FitzyDub on X at Anthony L. Casey at RuggerMorph27, Ireland Force 23. Paul Fitzsimons on Facebook and www.theirishchannel.com/live. If you can, please buy us a coffee because it keeps us going. That's what keeps us going here, you know what I mean? But Yes, Orla. Okay, so you said loads of stuff.
We have a mountain of stuff to go through. Mountain of it.
I have young Aaron. I'm gonna.
Do you want to do Aaron's one first?
Let
It's
me
short,
just see
sweet.
something. Have I got it here? I should have it here. Where is he? It's Anthony.
And there's Anthony's one then.
I think I have Anthony's one there. Yeah. Just putting that in there. But, yeah, and then we had that other lad, didn't we? What was his name? Jake. Well, we may as well get these. I'm not saying get them out of the way. I don't mean get them out of the way, but I mean we may as well do these here as well. Now, Jake's interview is 6 minutes, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Listen, he seems to know what
No,
he's
it's very
talking.
good. And he actually works with Sharon Keoghan.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
He's a really nice young lad, I have to say.
Let me just see. Can I get that in there? Jake Fitzsimons. Have I not already got that in there? No, I haven't. Right, I'm going to play Aaron's and we'll come back.
The Irish youth deserve this land, deserve this future, deserve these houses, and we will take a stand against this. We will not allow this to go forth any longer. And for all the young people out here today and listening to us through screens, there is a way you can get involved from the position you're in now. I am founding a youth group, Children of Heron, where we can finally speak out on the issues that have been affecting us. We can speak out against immigration, which I'm not racist, none of you are racist, but it is becoming a problem. We need it capped. We need people to come in checked, vetted. We need to make sure that the safety of Irish women, men and children are at the top of our priorities, because at the end of the day, we need to put the Irish first. Now, I want to remind you all that there is a raffle which we will be announcing, and at the end of the day, we're all one people, we're all here for one cause, and that is for the youth of Ireland. It's our, the true country. So thank you all very, very much. We're going to get back to the music and then we will announce the winner.
And it was great to see him and Jake, and they were dressed in suits and everything like that as well, you know. And he was in his element, so he was.
Yeah, that was it. Listen, there's a couple of hundred there, all right. There wasn't as many as we thought would be there. But listen,
Look,
the videos and the stream went live, and like a lot of people seen it. Like a lot of people have actually watched that. And a lot of people will watch it now tonight on this. Like, you know what I mean? I was talking to him yesterday, and his ma was there, and Jesus, ma's very young looking. I suppose he's only 16. I'm looking at her going, Jesus, your ma's very young looking. You know, I'm thinking,
and his granny.
and it's good. Yeah, I didn't see the granny. No, thanks be to Jesus, the granny wasn't there. As you said, Orla. Yeah.
Well, I'd ask for her to go over to meet you.
You all meet me. You all say hello. Cheerio. That's it. But yeah. So I have. We'll go with Anthony.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll go with Jake Fitzsimons, and then I'll go. Lads, we're up to 500 there. Keep sharing it out there, please. Keep throwing it out there. I know it's a Monday night, but if you can share it out everywhere. I didn't even put out any, what do you call it, myself on this. Did you put it? I didn't put it out on WhatsApp or anything.
I shared it on Facebook and that, yeah.
Facebook, that was it, yeah. Hey, Orla. Angela Leggett. Hi, Paul and Orla. Was en route to Aaron's March yesterday, but I had to get off the dart. My elderly mother locked herself out. Great speeches, great young lads. Yeah, fair play to you, Angela. Yeah. It gives me hope to see a young fella like that. Fair play. Yeah, exactly. Well, Paul, you are. Thanks. Michael John. Is it KO? That's bad here. Yeah. Irish Mammy. Irish Mammy, I'd say he's a good lad all the same. Who's that, Aaron? Great young man. He is a good young man, I have to say. So happy kneecap lowlifes had to cancel US concert trip. Listen, they're gobshites. I don't know what anybody sees in them, I'm being honest with you. I really don't. Sonia White, I had apples from an orchard in Wicklow. Where were they good? Yeah. You better get the most of them, because the foreigners will lead and have them in no time. You haven't a clue what you're doing. Nothing for the people of Ireland. Get back in talks of the room and talk. Okay. His mother was good, very good looking. No wonder you call an STD. And you're Eddie, come on, you cock you. He's a prick. Oh my God, that's terrible thing to say.
Oh my God.
Oh, stop. Kira thinks I have a nut allergy because I keep eating nuts. Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, if it was a nut
Eddie
allergy, it would
O'Malley.
have happened before now. That or you'd be dead.
Exactly. It wasn't a nut allergy.
It doesn't just like
Oh, it
come
wasn't.
on.
I know, yeah.
You know, like years later.
Right, I'm going to play Jake's one then, and then we'll come back, right?
Don't you want to play
That's a
Anthony's
couple-
first?
Oh, did I not play Anthony? Shit, sorry. Where
And
is
the
there?
ones
Sorry.
who were
Anthony.
agreeing with me yesterday that Paul has the attention span of a gnat.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you do.
Right, I'm going to go with Anthony.
Leader Adela Heron and
How's it going, everyone? Just a quick clarification on the leader, Shinadina. Despite what the papers might say this month or next month or any other month. What I am ashamed to see, sometimes it baffles me that there aren't others up in the papers in the same way. And the same others aren't here supporting the youth of Ireland. In my mind, the most important march this year. It's all about the youth. It's a shame to see such a dismal turnout. But I'm proud of Aaron, everything he's achieved, his bravery for standing up for the youth of Ireland. I'm proud to have him as Shinadina member, and I'm proud of Shinadina being here and marching today. All the work they're doing across the country, it's amazing. They mentioned briefly Díla Heron. Why Díla Heron? Because God is needed with Ireland right now. If you don't realise how evil this war is, then you're not awake, and you need to wake up the person beside you. That's the truth. Do I agree or believe that we can sort this out in 4 years of the ballot boxes? No. But we need to talk the right narrative. We need to take the narrative off them. Because they're controlling the narrative at the moment. And it's evil, it's vile. The crime rates are going through the roof. Look at the youth. They have no future in this country. Nothing safe, nothing affordable anymore. We need to stand up for them. I think it was Pierce who said my life is forfeit. Did I get that right? Was it Pierce? That's how I feel. And that's how we all feel that we stand up and go out in the streets. Nothing will deter us. Threats will not deter us. Our life is forfeit for our kids. And I'm very proud. I want more of these youth marches. We'll sponsor them. We'll be there. We'll work with anyone else who has the strength and the courage to shake hands and do the same. So Aaron Gabra, Díla Heron. God bless.
Well said, Anthony. Well done.
Short and sweet.
What?
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. That's the way they all should be. Short and sweet. You don't need to be getting in there and giving a bleeding life story, and you know what I mean? Good evening, Paul and all. How are you, John? How's things, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, WEF out. That's who we want out. WEF, WHO, all the W's. Get them fuck off out of here.
The whole lot,
Every
yeah.
one of them.
Mhm.
John Flynn, Pedro's mommy. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes. Ireland is in a much worse position than the UK by comparison. Yeah, I think so as well. And being honest with you, people just want to get on with it now. You know what I mean? I think that it's too late now closing the bleeding door after the horse is gone. You know, there's too many come in, you know, way too many. Especially the Indians, you know. No bullshit, straight to the point. Yeah, that was it. Good man, Anthony. Fair play to you. They said he might come on tonight, you know. Yeah. John, I'd be lost without them to do my work for me. Yeah. Right, I'm going to play this young man. Did I pull down Gavin's one? Yeah. I
Yes,
did.
Jake Fitzsimons, and you can follow him over on X.
Jake Fitzsimons. Yeah, this
And
is
he's
a
gonna
young
come on
man
the show,
called
and
Jake
so is Aaron.
Fitzsimons.
Aaron just wasn't able to come on tonight because he was meeting friends. So
My rashers in the fridge. Yeah. Fair play, dog man. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play this one here. This is Jake Fitzsimons. No, I haven't seen this. Orla actually interviewed him. She said it's good, so I take your word for it, Orla.
you see, I was out working, Paul, while you were busy. I don't know what you were doing.
I was putting the world to right. Like I have a strong presence here. You know what I mean? I need to be places to do things.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's all you do was just walking around.
Shit gets done when I'm there. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I was out working. You were just walking around.
that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Trust me, I was walking around. Yeah. I'll play this and we'll come back and talk to it in a minute.
So I'm delighted to be here with Jake, who did a fantastic speech today at the rally. Jake, you were brilliant. You really spoke from the heart. And I must say, you look fantastic in your suit as well. How did you think today went?
I think it went very well. So this was my kind of debut in public speaking. Done little bits here and there, but this is certainly the biggest crowd I'll have exposed myself to. And so I thought it went very well. It was a great reception. I was very happy with the turnout. The support was tremendous. Met some new friends, and I met some people who I would have called friends kind of online, met them in person for the first time. So overall it was great, fantastic people, and I look very much forward to appearing at similar events now going forward in the future very soon.
Definitely. That's the great thing about these gatherings. You know, you get to meet so many people that you speak to online and different things like that.
Already kind of, yeah.
So Jake, you're studying politics.
I am, yeah, DKIT.
And what made...
I've always been into it, ever since I was a little kid. You know, when I was in primary school, other guys in my class, they'd be watching, you know, sports or, you know, cartoons, whatever. I'd be watching Orla's TV and RTE. I've just always been into it. I've studied journalism too, studied history. I've just always been very, very passionate about and I'm just fascinated with everything to do with current events and just how people interact with each other, and I just love the idea of representing other people.
And Jake, you were telling me earlier on that you work with Sharon Keoghan.
Yeah.
And how do you find that?
Sharon's a lovely woman. So I got my start working for her through my course. I did a PLC in journalism and I did my work experience in Leakin District News, which she runs along with a couple other county councillors. And then, yeah, the timing was just good, honestly. It was just lucky. She liked me enough that she brought me on for the local elections last year and then the general elections later on. And then, yeah, and then I worked just doing bits and bobs in Leinster House, different errands. And then last week I was delighted to be nominated by a couple of county councillors, and now I'm officially a member of the local committee for the kind of Laytown, Bettystown area based out of the Leak for the next couple of years.
Excellent, that's brilliant. And Jake, today's rally was all about, you know, mental health services or lack of in Ireland. How do you find things as a young person?
Well, I'm very optimistic and I'm very passionate, but I can't say that I'm the norm. I'm very much the exception in that sense. I think that the main word that I would use to describe the youth in this country right now, and perhaps throughout the West in general, is apathy. I feel like young people have a very, very bad habit of feeling like their voice and their vote is worth so much less than it actually is, when in reality, if you look at pretty much all social movements of any kind, especially throughout Irish history, it's young people, it's students who have the biggest impact. So it's a very documented phenomenon, but what can I say, I'm doing my part, you know. I'm involved in the Students' Union. You know, I'm constantly trying to get my classmates to go out and vote and take part in their communities more. So I think just engagement from peers their own age, and people like myself, people like Aaron, you know, young people going out, getting out there, making themselves known, being confident, and showing that young people's voice absolutely matters. And not only does it matter, it probably matters most more than anyone's.
Definitely, 100% I agree. And I do find as well that young people, they feel that they're not being listened to, and they feel just so disillusioned with what's happening in this country, especially with the lack of housing and everything like that. You know, is that what you're hearing from your peers?
It is, yeah. I feel like we're being sold this idea. We're being sold this idea that we live in one of the greatest countries in the world. You know, you look at it on paper, right? We're so prosperous, you know, everything on paper, but it doesn't translate to regular everyday folks, and it doesn't translate to young people. There's a huge it just doesn't match up, you know. It just doesn't match up, and I feel like young people, they're just being driven out of the country. You know, I feel like we're the first ever generation that are worse off in the modern age than our parents, and that's a huge thing. That's never really happened before, certainly in the Western world, and it's a very interesting dynamic. And I think the modern digital age of kind of isolation that promotes individualism, that also certainly plays into the mental health issue. And I definitely think we have a mental health crisis among young people. You look at the usage of antidepressants, of medications for this, that and the other. I think it's certainly a recoverable situation, I wouldn't say it's a lost cause by any means, but I think the state and our elders have failed young people, quite frankly, throughout lots of the Anglosphere.
Jake, it's an absolute pleasure to speak to somebody like yourself. Like, you're so well spoken, you're so well dressed today as well, and you did a fantastic job and you spoke from the heart. So listen, keep going. You're on X. Are you on TikTok or anything like that?
I am on TikTok, yeah. Not as active, but I may do the odd duo TikTok. If any of you know Cormac Core and me, that kind of pally with him, I might get on live with him sometime occasionally, but mostly X, to be honest.
But it's very, like, it's so important for young people to be speaking out,
Yeah.
because your voices are not being heard. You know, so Jake, thank you so much for speaking to me today. And listen, we'll have you on the column show soon. And fair play to you, you did a fantastic job today.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. You'll be seeing me next, I believe next Sunday in Sligo. I'll be making another appearance, so tune in, maybe even show up if it's not too out of the way. I'm so thankful for the opportunity, and yeah, just felt so much love and passion today, and so grateful. Birmingham Morgan.
Thank you so much.
Jeez, he was a good kid. He was a nice kid.
He was lovely. He was really nice, and he was very easy to talk to. And like, it's as I said, it's so important, you know, for them to be speaking out about what's going on, because they are the.
And he
next
hasn't been
generation.
captured. He hasn't been captured.
No, same as Aaron.
Yeah. Fair play to him. He's a smart young
Now,
fella.
there
Everyone's
is,
saying.
we do have a recording of his speech. Now, it's over 9 minutes long. I have it up on my own Facebook page. It's up on the column Facebook page as well. Paul, you can put it up on the column X page as well, and I've sent it over to Jake as well, so he'll put it up as well. So if anyone wants to actually watch his speech, he was very well spoken again, and he made some excellent points during his speech.
How long before they torn him too? That's what I just think of myself. He hasn't been indoctrinated yet, you know what I mean? So they'll get him quick enough. They try and get him quick enough, I tell you.
You see, he's that bit older, like he's 23.
Is he
You know,
23?
He's 23.
What? I thought he was only about 17.
No, he's 23.
He's he looks very young.
Yeah.
Misha Orla, a blinding success. 750 people attend. Compared it to Sharia Fain, who cancelled their Ardèche to save themselves the embarrassment of a half-empty room. The future is bright. It is bright. Fair play to everyone that went down. We, Irish abroad, must be given a vote. Yes, I've said that all along as well. Nice interview, Orla. Good job. Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron.
RTE be looking for her now. Watch. She'll be looking to be bleeding paid now. It'll be 2 bottles of Bulmers now. Watch.
I got
We
one
need to
bottle
protect
of
our
Bulmers.
kids.
One.
Plus, there's a lot of young lads and with mental issues, undiagnosed, ADHD, etc. They can't get out of bed and have a mind focus on the state of the country. We need to highlight this more. Yeah, you're right, Joan. We do.
But that's what that rally was about yesterday. It was about mental health issues with young people. But look, it's a busy weekend, so
ask him if he's an ethno-nationalist or a civic nationalist, and you'll have your answer. Yeah, Booker T, or he turns to, yeah. Good man, Kieran. Big wet stuff coming for the veggies as well. I don't know what that is now. Still only a kid. Yeah, he still is only a kid, but he looks, yeah, great young lad. No way he looks 23, looks 16. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, 100% all theatre and smoke and mirrors. Give us a straight answer. Okay. I don't know whether that was meant for me.
Do you want now? There's 3 little clips on Moore Street, because we took a walk down there on our way to the Garden of Remembrance. Thanks, Susan.
The way you speak to people, Orla, is a joy to watch. It's a pity you should speak to bleeding me the same way. KO, you devil. You never told me you were allowed to climb onto the roof of the Air Square Hotel. I don't know what that is. Paul Morris, Fitzy, Orla, would you ever think of having Keith Newada on the chat about proper ancient Irish history? The history that's hard to find. Yeah, I think Keith. Martin had Keith, I think, on his Minutes to Midnight, hadn't he? I think. Newada, the red-headed guy with the beard. I'm sure he had. Yeah,
it'd be great to have him on.
We'll have a chat. We'll see, mate. Yeah, no problem. A history that's hard to find. Yeah, I'll reach out to him. Martin is a friend of his, so yeah. The system cannot be fixed by the system. Yeah. Maybe, Paul, if you get her a couple more Bulmers, you might be a bit easier. Yeah.
Paul.
That's the point, Paul Moore. Yeah, what's this? Rain, Fitzy, the wet stuff. The ground needs it. Jerry, it's bone dry out there.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
It was
okay.
raining a bit today now in Carlos, so.
It's actually been raining there a minute ago as well, yeah.
Mm.
Kieran, was that you? Did you enjoy your stay? Plenty of rain, yeah. Angela Leggett, yesterday at the wall of Super Value Rahini, I had a physical pushing fight against a Chinese man about 30. I was trying to protect the pigeon. Chinese fella saw dinner. Me and the pigeon won. Ireland's gone fucking crazy. No way. Trying to catch a pigeon. Scumbags. John
See,
Paul,
there's
yeah, Mission
videos
Early
of
was
someone
great,
going
but the
round
venue was.
with swans. There's
What?
been videos of some of them go around with swans.
Oh, I've seen it. Like,
Mhm.
I was in the park today with the swans, and like there was 3 Irish lads come over. He said, "Oh, would they bite you?" I said, "Never mind about them biting you." I said, "You have a look at them quick before the foreigners bleed and eat them." Like, they're eating them everywhere. Like, honestly, like there's down the canal, down at the Pimlico one there. They're all gone. All the swans, seagulls, and everything they're eating. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Blech.
That's wildlife. Like, you don't eat
Yeah.
wildlife.
John Paul Williams, Mission Area was great, but the venue was a bit small. But still, and all, great for the Irish inquirers to get it sorted at such short time. I'm proud to have attended. Yeah, fair play, John Paul. Yeah, I'm just sorry I couldn't get down myself. But hey, listen, it is what it is.
They'll do it next year. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay, this is doing something funny
Interesting.
here.
I have a really good video actually from Michael McCarthy on the flag as well. So look, do you want to play Moore Street?
Hang on. Yeah,
They're just
Trump
street
has
show.
made it illegal to burn the American flag. A year in jail, no questions asked. Yeah, I actually seen that. Let me just see. Have I got it there? I might have it there. I know you'd have to go looking for it there. But yeah, he has made it 1 year in prison if you're caught burning an American flag. It doesn't matter. If it's taken off the street, you're brought to court, 1 year, gone, cheerio.
Mhm.
Proper order. That's the way it should be here as well.
Mhm.
Keith is a great skin. Yeah, I've never actually met Keith, but I've seen him and I follow him and I watch a lot of his stuff. Just a shout out to the pigs in the Phoenix Park watching in. You up the dirt. Thanks, Mr. White. Actually, yeah, hang on there. Let me just I just want to share this while I'm here. Can you see that there? MSD to shift production to top drug to America. 2 days ago, MSD, the pharmaceutical giant, which has just announced a global cost-cutting program, is moving some of the production of its blockbuster factory. MSD, there it is there. Keytruda is the biggest selling drug in the world and generated sales last year of nearly 30 billion for MSD. For years, the drug has been mostly made in Ireland, but MSD plans to relocate a significant portion of that manufacturing to the US amid rising tariffs on the sector. Yeah.
We've MSD in Carlo.
Well, that's them. That's them. That's
And
they
we
will be moving.
They would employ a lot of people in the town.
The what?
They'd employ a lot of people.
Of course they would. And where did them people go to then when MSD pull out of there?
They don't.
You know? Well, that's it. You could be arrested for attacking the swans at Windsor or on the Thames.
Well,
You're
no, why
supposed
not?
to be arrested for doing it here. Yeah, it happens here, but like it doesn't happen. You know, there'll be no wildlife left in the country within 6 months. Well, no, I'm not just saying this either as well. When all the Polish lads and the Latvian lads came here, years ago, they emptied all their lakes. There wasn't a lake in Cavan that had a bleeding fish in it. I'm being honest with you. You used to see them down there. They used to put nets across it and everything. Like, you know what I mean? That's what they were doing. It's actually 10 years jail, Drew. What is?
Don't know.
I don't know. That is 10 years in jail. Catching and eating swans is disgusting. Yeah. Jesus.
But we don't eat wildlife in this country.
No. I can never resist a handsome man. Okay, who's handsome now? You're an awful slut, you are. Did you see the Chinese catching crabs with string tied around chicken leg? Yeah, dipping into the sea and filling buckets with crabs, tiny ones, as in babies. So be none by yeah. It's I seen that. I seen that today. Somebody sent me that today. Like, sub, share, everyone. Up to Jesus, fair play. We haven't got that many tonight now. Oh, we're up to 700 people. Fair play. Keep sharing it out there. Boom. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Do what you have to do. Do they catch rabbits? Do who catch bleeding rabbits? Don't know what you're talking about.
Probably.
Yeah. Andre Walker, UK political journalist, has been threatened. He has just posted on his YouTube. And Andre Walker. Okay. Send it over to me. 10 years to get caught killing a swan, Paul. Is it really here? Wow. Wow, I didn't know that now. They're never going to bring that in for them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they didn't know. It's their culture. They eat shy. Swan with mild mushroom sauce is lovely. No, I don't think so. Nothing wrong with wild game if it's legal. Yeah, okay. Sligo rally, large pass on anti-government rally, 2 p.m. Queen Maeve Square, Assembly 1:30. Is this Niall McConnell again? Is it Niall, or is this John? Who's running this, John? I haven't seen any posters for this even. Again, why does Sligo not get the publicity that others get? I actually have one there for Cork that I'm going to put up now in the next few minutes. But oh, fuck's sake.
I looked up the thing about the swan. It says Tipperary farmer was fined €1,000 in 2023 for shooting and killing 2 swans. Wow. Imprisonment. Doesn't say there now. Hold on.
Pure view of swans, they're supposed to be legally protected in Ireland. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Housing development's going ahead in full earnest to accommodate their importing booming populations without the regard of the... Listen, we know what's happening here. You know what I mean? They're not putting them into iPass anymore. They're just moving them straight out into houses, and that's what's happening.
Well, I featured a story the other day on my Facebook page. Was it yesterday or the day before? And they were looking to put them into a dementia care home. So they're going to, never mind that they're closing the nursing homes, then I want to close the dementia care homes to put them in there as well. So it's great to see what our government thinks of our elderly and people with serious illnesses like that. Disgraceful. Hey, Barry, how are you?
Yeah. Paul, I will send the poster now on DM. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I think I have the other one here. There's Cork. Cork is in October as well. Did I send it to myself? Maybe I didn't. No. After getting beaten, I bet you. I'd say it was 2-2 there. That's what it was. Yeah. Have you seen the terror threat thing that I've seen this was sent out today? This is like a Muslim fella talking about this as well. It's weird. It really is. Yeah. I'm going to just send on this link to somebody there. Did you say Michael McCarthy you had there, was it?
Well, I said Moore Street, first of all.
Oh, Moore Street. I have Moore Street here. There's 3 of them here on Moore Street. Yeah. 2 of them here on Moore Street. Let's just play this one. That's that one.
The 2.
Right. More on Moore Street.
Was that yesterday?
And there's one other one.
That was yesterday. You have one more. I have it there. Yeah, I'm just pulling it in there now.
But it's just all foreigners, all foreign shopping. I think I speak in that one actually.
I was the same yesterday. I got off the train and just wall to wall Indians, Pakistanis, that they were just everywhere, like everywhere. Hang on, I just sent myself this post that was sent to me today. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Right, Meryl Street, sorry, go with this one now.
There's our friends there. Make sure and catch them in it. Ahead there. There we. All it is just phone shops, takeaways, Asian shops. This is Moore Street.
Wow.
It's barely any Irish.
Mm.
Do you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. That really is, like.
Let me see what I have Michael under. I think I have it under. It's to do with the flags. Hold on a second.
I have loads of stuff here.
Should be under. See, it's a pile of stuff from the last few days.
Is it another young girl sacrificed?
No, hold on. No, we've to play that as well. No, this is to do with. Hold on a second. It's to do with the British flags. And I'll just see what I've labelled under.
It's all right. I can get it here if you sent it to me. You sent loads of stuff here. It was Wednesday. No, I'm not seeing any flags there.
I'll find it on X. Play that one on with Michael McCarthy where it says another girl sacrificed. Because that's the one as well. I'll get the other one.
Where the hell is that gone now? Yeah, another young lady sacrificed, another young girl sacrificed. Let's play this one because I think this is horrendous.
A 17-year-old Dutch girl was gruesomely murdered while biking home from a party in Amsterdam. 17 years old. She called the police saying she was being followed, but it was already too late. The dispatchers heard her scream. She was stabbed repeatedly in the wrists and neck. A 22-year-old asylum seeker has been arrested. He was wanted for 2 other crimes, including a brutal sexual assault of another young girl just days earlier in the same area. Eva Flerdingerbroek says, to summarise that for you, he committed a crime on August 10th, 15th and 20th, ultimately killing Lisa on the 20th. In the meantime, he was living in an asylum centre paid for by Dutch taxpayers. So while Dutch taxpayers were paying for this guy to be in their country, he sexually assaulted young girls and murdered a 17-year-old. This cannot go without consequences. We need to demand remigration. now. I'm going to give you my views on it. That 17-year-old Dutch girl's life is more valuable to me than a million of these asylum seekers that come in and rape, torture and kill children and girls. In what world is it justifiable to pay for them to be in the country? They're using your money to flood your European countries with these people. People who end up killing children, young girls. That 17-year-old was just starting out on life. That is when you finally get your first sense of freedom. She was biking home from a party and she was murdered by one of these people. Imagine that was you. Imagine it was your sister, your daughter. And imagine you knew that while you're going to work, your money is paying for that person who ended up killing your daughter, your sister. You were paying for them to stay in the country. That's the reality that's going on in Europe.
And he's right. Like, we're literally paying for people to come into this country. You know? Like, I featured a story earlier on today, and it was about how 2 Afghan migrant men kidnapped and raped a 12-year-old girl over in the UK, right? And you think about it, the UK only announced there recently that they were going to be letting in 24,000 Afghan men into the country.
They've already let a lot of them in.
We featured the chart that it said over 59% of Afghan commit rape, sexual assault. And they're letting 24,000 into the UK. It's unbelievable. Somebody put up a comment there about a 2-year-old child stabbed in Germany. Now, I've gone to look it up, but all that's coming up is where the child was stabbed in front of the father.
They're not showing you very much about it. It's hidden. Yeah, it's sort of hidden.
Just ask that person, like, do they have any sort of is there any sort of a news article or link to it or anything like that? Because all that's coming up is the one from a few months ago.
Yeah.
I sent on that one with the flags there now.
Hang on, I'll send it on now.
I'll have to get my little hint in at the end.
One little hint.
Oh, you'll know when I say it.
Okay, fair enough. Let me see. You just sent it to me there.
Yeah, just sent it there. Yeah. I thought I had download it.
Doesn't matter. We'll just play it anyway. Yeah. That match couldn't still be on. He couldn't still be watching that at 10 o'clock, could he? Of course, yeah. Hang on. Share the screen.
Okay, so this is happening all across England, the UK, and it's starting to happen in Ireland too. It's called Operation Raise the Flag. I love it, honestly. Whoever came up with it, genius. So there's groups now going around putting the flag everywhere. Beautiful to see. I'm a big fan. The rise in nationalism, which is needed. People have been castrated for too long. Because our countries don't work for us anymore. They don't put us first. So this kind of stuff is needed. So, raises everyone's spirit, drives us towards nationalism. Being proud of our country and our heritage. I see. What does everyone else think?
Yeah, I think it's silver.
Is in that video.
The what?
I love how happy he is. in that video, like, you know.
Yeah.
I just think it's absolutely brilliant. So I have to give a shout out. Who do we know who's excellent with getting flags and organising flags?
Yeah.
Andy Quirk.
But I'll be honest with you, we need to get every, I'm not even saying says no group, every residence group, all the residence groups, throw in a $5 each. You get a couple of hundred flags. You get 100 flags for a couple of £100. I don't know how much they are exactly, probably 500 quid for 100 flags. I'm not sure, but I could find out. Put in the few quid yourself, share them out, and put them up on all your street, every second street lamp, you know, or every third street lamp. Just let the road and let these foreign invaders know we are Irish. You know what I mean? This is where you are. You're in Ireland, mate. Keep your Palestinian flags to your
And that's
bleeding
actually
self.
one thing I noticed yesterday. So when you walked into the Garden of Remembrance, away down where the children of Lear are, right? There was a flag behind it. That was fine. But back up the top where you come in the entrance, there was 2 poles there, no flags. Why is there another Irish flag or 2 Irish flags on those poles? This is the Garden of Remembrance.
Yeah. John Paul is just saying that Muir Street, the Moyes, is purposely being done to make it a kip. I agree with you. With a big plan to rejuvenate the area with modern EU art and anti-Irish history. Yeah, WEF multicultural development, i.e. erasing our history. That's exactly what they're doing, John Paul. We know. Hold on there. Great to see the UK fight back. Yeah, it is. It's deadly. And it's even if it is only a few flags, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it makes
major
such a
rail line.
difference. Look at the way they're painting, like, you know, on the roads and things like that as well.
Yeah, it's deadly. They're doing the roundabouts and everything. I support the right of British and English people to fly their flags in their own country. Yes, so do I. Fair play to them.
Every country should be proud of their own flag, you know. And I must
doing it
say,
here as well. The Malahide Road is littered with them. It's great coming from Darndale, down as far as Coolock, down as far as near the Artane. It's full of them. The North Inner City is in there as well. I think they were put up there on Thursday or Friday. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's very coincidental that it was done down there the same day as Tommy Robinson put out all his stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's, symbolism or on the same day, or, these people don't want to be associated with loyalists or nut jobs or anything like that, but yet they go and do exactly the same thing as they did on the same day. I don't know, but it's great to see the Irish flags. I love to see the Irish flags. Fair play to them.
And we do have a beautiful flag, I have to say.
England has got fingered in the arse for so long, some wouldn't care about, but it's on their doorstep. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to play Dylan Coleman, and it's under iPass using homeless shelters? So this is another bit of crap for that as well.
He's 70, they got it in Chelsea.
He's not 17.
You're muted.
Just Liverpool just won 3-2. The new young fella Rio just scored on his debut. Oh, yes, he's only 17. He's not 17 for another 3 days. How cool is that? So well done, Liverpool, 3-2. Well done, those guys. Yeah, no, it's great. And I was watching some other videos as well. But again, people need to get the few quid together yourselves. You don't be waiting on other people to do it for you. You know what I mean? Do it yourselves. You know what I mean? It's only a few quid. You know what I mean? And even if it's in one estate, you probably only have to put 10 or 12 up in one estate. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'd be doing. Any sign, no sign of Andy.
If Andy wants to get in touch, there's no problem at all.
Yeah, but there you go. No sign of Andy Orla. Flags €2 on Temu. There you go, Temu. Damn, how do you move? Yeah, Orla, you could probably reach out to Andy for us if I get to give you his number. He's not answering me. Muslim Brotherhood is running Ireland now, backed by the Saudis, who now owns it for mining. Yeah. I have my Irish flag up here in the UK. My neighbour has her English flag up too. Yeah, fair play to you, Michael John. But I'm sick of looking at these.
Multicultural means no culture.
Yeah, in Clondalkin, the council are taking down the flags. But I seen you had them up there, hadn't you, lads? Yeah, I seen that. But don't be letting them take them down. The county council are taking down Irish flags. Yeah, well, listen, that. I'll send you that Sligo poster. Okay, did you send it to me on the WhatsApp? Or did you send it to me? Malahide Road from Darndale roundabout to Odeon Cinema, both sides and junctions done with tricolours. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's great.
Brilliant,
I
Mark.
have to. You need to go further on down. We need to do that all the way in, like, you know what I mean? And down the Tonagee Road and down the Baldoyle Road. And, you know, that's what we need to do, you know? Leave the Poles alone. They're decent people. I don't know what I said about Poles. What did I say? About them eating on one world Jew, world order, absolutely loads the independent nations and their identities. Yeah. Danielle Ryan, you'll never walk alone. Yeah, that's it, Danielle. Yeah. We'll beat Arsenal next week and the league's all over. Thousands of tricolour stickers everywhere will be deadly too. Yes, it would. One by the skin of your teeth, Paul. Lol. Yeah, listen. 3 points is 3 points, lads. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how you win them. Once you get the 3 points, it doesn't matter. 3 points is what wins your leagues. Outside Belfast City Hall 10 years ago, you would have seen about 3 people of colour walking past in a 12-hour period. Now it's per minute. This is an invasion, not a controlled migration. But it's the same here. Like, I walked by there yesterday and there was a woman begging, a Roma gypsy begging outside the mosque. And they were just laughing at her walking in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We all know this only ends in violence. Can we all just gather outside government buildings? Yeah, that's what they want. My Irish flag is the only one you could see in my area. Yeah. You need to be getting more out, love. You really need to be getting more out. Kieran, my French teacher, used to say, go buy yourself a bottle of cop on. It's going cheap in roads stores. I remember you used to be told that as well. I posted
I'm just
about that kid, why not say?
Who's watching the show at the moment. She's
Who?
after messaging me. Paul King, he's watching the show at the moment. He's after messaging me.
C wins. I posted about the kid, why not saying? I don't know what you mean. C wins. When did you post that to me, mate? I didn't see anything.
I think that's the guy that was talking
2-year-old, is it?
But I can't find any information. Have you got a news article or where did you see it? Because it's coming up from the article or the news articles from a few months ago.
Yeah. Just gonna get Facebook up here. John sent me. Yeah. Oh, Messenger. Hold on there. Oh, my night. What are you doing? It's not sending me on here. It's sending me on. I'm not seeing that, John. It didn't come into me. Messages. No,
John, do you want to send it on to me? Because I'll send it up on to Paul to make sure he gets the poster up.
I haven't seen it. I liked the picture of me getting choked out yesterday. That was cool.
Oh, with Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, looked happy anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was saying, Dylan Coleman, iPass using homeless shelters. So this is what they're up to now. And Dylan Coleman is on TikTok. He does great work as well. Definitely worth following him.
Yeah, I have Dylan's there, yeah. I'm just going to put this up here. National Protest for Ireland, Grand Parade, Cork City, Saturday the 11th of October, 1 o'clock, assembly at the Monument. So there you go, guys. I'll just make that bigger. A National Protest for Ireland, Grand Parade, Cork City, Saturday the 11th of October, 1 o'clock, assembly at the Monument. So I'll be putting it out for the next couple of weeks anyway. So yeah, we'll keep it going with that. 60 more are there. Yeah, I think so as well, Mark. Yeah, I do. Oh, there's 60 more ordered. Oh, okay, cool. Nice one, Mark. Yeah, fair play. That's deadly. If you need to dig out, putting them up, let me know. I can give you a dig out. That's no problem. I have a ladder and all there. So, yeah, that's cool. Must be my teddy bears have Irish names. Danielle Ryan, I started a peaceful protest in the estate I'm living in now about 10 years ago for my home to be built. I'll stand up for my community and my children all day long.
Fair play, Daniel.
Well done. Fair play to you, Danielle. Fair play to you. Should join Shin Nadina with us as well. We need good women like you there and Shin Nadina too. We should paint zebra crossings green, white, and gold. Yes, we should. That's a great idea, I have to say. So, lads, listen. Somebody just threw that idea out there, and I will second that idea because I think that's a great idea.
It is,
I
yeah.
really do. Yeah. If they can put rainbow flags on them, we can put green, white, and gold on them. Fair play.
Exactly.
Get the flags up for culture reasons, both north and south. The paramilitary on both sides in the north are following their NWO masters and not standing up. Yeah, I agree with you. They're not standing up. They need to just step aside and let us do what we have to do. Ask me for proof, and I give you say nothing, just like Harris. Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with the iPass using homes, nursing homes.
Using
These are
homeless
homes.
shelters, yeah.
Yeah, let's play this and we'll come back. And then I have an African fighting and another knife fight in the middle of town yesterday.
Shows that 46% of people in homeless accommodation are not Irish. Out of a total 9,899 people accessing services, 5,349, which is 54% of that number, were Irish. 2,229 were EEA UK, and 2,321 were people from non-European countries. Earlier figures for June this year showed that 49% of those in emergency accommodation across the country are not Irish. Breakdown of figures of emergency accommodation occupancy numbers show that since April 2022, the number of people who are from non-European countries has increased by 300%. As Gary Kavanagh recently reported, the most common reason cited from single people entering emergency accommodation in Dublin is their having left state-provided IPAS accommodation. Lads, I'm not being smart or anything, but we got told that the people coming to this country are going to be extremely beneficial. As people know, one of the biggest issues in this country is homelessness. Did we need diversity in that or what? I personally believe that people that leave IPAS accommodation and then go into homeless accommodation don't work, still claim benefits. That will actually fast track them in the long run to actually get accommodation from the government. I'm speaking about council houses and all that. And like I said, I have a lot of hard-working friends who actually immigrated to Ireland, and they have friends who actually came to the country to seek asylum only for the benefits. And this is people telling me that their friends are doing this. Their friends are telling them that they're doing that. And why are they doing it over the benefits that the government are offering them? What looks to be one of the aims here is not diversity in day-to-day lives and jobs and all this kind of thing. The diversity is actually going to happen around homelessness.
Now, there you go.
Yeah. Police horses get scared by those rainbow. So yeah, that's. So how many did he say again there? Muhammad and Baal sacrificed to Baal worshipping. Are you sending me messages there, Orla?
I am sending you some photographs from yesterday because a couple of our avid watchers are in them.
Okay, let me just. Can I just put this up? This is John's.
Going around. And John, yeah, you want to stick up? John sent on 2 photographs there.
Yes, Sligo, stand up. This rally is being held to hold the government accountable for the failures delivered to Irish people and the incompetences they exhibit. We must prevent the destruction of Ireland. Housing crisis, cost of living crisis, immigration, healthcare sector, education, rising crime rates. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Queen Wave Square, 31st of August, 2 p.m. So that's next Saturday, guys. And I'm just going to share a little picture there. That's John with Tom. That was yesterday. I'd say that was Saturday as well. So yeah, well done, lads. Fair play.
Do you want to?
What
I
did
just
you say?
sent on some photographs.
You sent me on loads of pictures.
Yeah, there's just a few there.
Well, so let's go through them then. What? Let's go through them then. Sure. All right then. It's me, obviously. It's me, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Me again. Woohoo. Me again. Woohoo.
And look how well Aaron looks. Martin, I was a little bit worried about that.
Martin looks sleevey there. He looks like a pedo or something like that, doesn't he? He does. Like, look at him. Oh, he looks snaky. There's Aaron, Orla, and Anthony. There's me getting choked. Look, yeah, that's it.
Now this is brilliant, right? There's Steph and Barry Ward, and look what arrived up behind us.
Yes, that happens to me all the time.
Oh Lord!
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there's Jill and Martin hiding behind again.
Again, yeah. Fair play to that young fella. Homes for everyone except the Irish. Woke before Irish. Yeah.
He's a proud Kilkenny man.
And there's Martin and Judy. Judy, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the girls.
And there's some of our Clonmel watchers.
Do the show tonight. Do the show tonight. Do the show tonight.
I know.
So there you go, girls. You have it on tonight. So yeah, fair play. Yeah. The last 5 years all over again. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's Semitic about voodoo, cannibalism, polygamy, child sex and slave, and Talmud, Moloch, and Baal, child sacrifice to Baal, anti-Semitic? Paul, more people need to come out, and if they don't want to be seen, just bally up like the lefties are allowed to do. But that's it, mate. That we're not allowed to bally up. That's it. We're not allowed to do it.
Now, Paul, there's also some messages in from people. So above Dylan Coleman, there's a message in. It starts off with Marie, a woman. So a couple of people have messaged me and asked just for stuff to be highlighted.
Yes.
So obviously I've hid who they are and all that.
Okay. Okay. Marie, a woman I know who works in a drop-in centre in my local town, told me that a Ukrainian woman was telling her that she'd received a 7k check from the government to buy a car. She didn't need to change the car, so spent the money on a holiday to Spain for the family instead. She was joking about it. Why not laugh, as the joke is on us?
Now,
That is
disgraceful.
That is sickening.
Absolutely disgraceful. Yeah. No, I'm just going to go up through the stuff.
I'm just going to go with this one here. This is how much money that all these scumbags are taking off the government.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just go with this article. Okay. Here's how much media organisations got from Commission Naman. The following on from yesterday's consideration of questionable news articles the state has paid for. I thought today a precise breakdown of which media organisations are receiving funding from Commission Naman and how much was in order. National and regional news outlets are receiving at the upper end hundreds of thousands of euros from the state media regulator as part of its two funding schemes, the local democracy reporting scheme and the courts reporting scheme. A further scheme was added last week alongside another 10 million roundup funding. Continue the national titles following the Irish Independent is a journal which was offered a total of 130,566, also under the local democracy reporting scheme. This was followed closely by the Irish Examiner, which was offered 1,000 less than 129,000. That involves offers under both the local democracy schemes, 15 grand, and the courts reporting scheme, 113 grand. Wow, the Herald brought up the rear, receiving a total of nearly 118,000. Composed of 105,000 under the local democracy scheme and 12,000 under the court scheme. Look at the amount of these that got funding. Look at this. The Anglo-Celt.
The Anglo-Celt. That's the capital.
The Anglo-Celt, whatever. The Mayo News. The Southern Star. Look, 175 grand. The Drogheda Leader. 158. Limerick Post, where they're posting all that shite about Shinanadina and everything. The Galway Advertiser, Donegal News, where they're putting up all the crap about Niall McConnell. The Leinster Leader, the Meath Chronicle, Well, putting up to show you all around here. That didn't Mail Chronicle, Limerick Leader. There's the Post and the Leader. There's two of them. The Midland Tribune, the Wicklow People, the Waterford News and Star. Look, Roscommon Herald, the Kildare Nationalist, 105 grand. Cork Independent, we all know that's not independent, 74 grand. Munster Express, Donegal Democrat, Dundalk Democrat, the Drogheda Independent, the Corkman, the Argus, Kilkenny People, 54,000. Tipperary Star, 57,000. And the Clonmel Nationalist, 57,000. Leinster Express, Longford Leader, Leitrim Observer, Dundalk Leader, and the Connacht Telegraph. They all got money. That's some amount of money to be getting, isn't it?
I'm just laughing at the bit with the Anglo-Celt. I'm like, there's not that much news in Cavan. Why are they at the top? And then underneath it, I wrote, Dublin Live and Cork Bio were offered 40,000 and 33,000 respectively, while reader-supported local journalism publication about Cork City and County. And then online Irish language news platform was offered 32,000. Like,
wow.
And our journalists are supposed to be non-biased with that amount of money coming in. And remember, RT got, what was it, 750 million they got? So,
yeah.
There you go.
Angela Leggett just posted up there. Council house on my road free for over a year. I'm on the list, 21 years. Romanians have got the house, 9 in it. Daughter 19, presently pregnant, and the mother 42, also pregnant, 11 counting, 1 not working.
Yep.
Not one of them working. That young one is 19, so she has to have her own kids now to get her own children's allowance. Yeah. But you can bet your arse the other 8 that's with the young one are all under 18, and she's getting 8 150s. What's that? 800. That's 1,200 quid a month she's getting on children's allowance.
Yeah.
Plus, if the husband is there as well, he's probably getting 900 quid a week social welfare. So that's 3,600 in social welfare payments plus 1,200. That's 5 grand nearly. That's nearly 5 grand. Plus medical cards, plus hospital appointments, dental appointments. You know, plus they get 200 quid vouchers to help them with their shopping, because I've seen them using these Aldi and Lidl vouchers.
I know.
Like, come on, lads. You know what I mean? Our own people are dying on the streets. Our own soldiers, and even the same in the UK. It's happening. And these fuckers are brought in here 4 5-star luxury. Did you see the video of the food that they're getting? Did you see the video of the food they're getting in the UK? It's like a buffet every day, 3 times a day. The best of fruit, the best of vegetables, the best of meat.
Yeah. But you not remember them complaining about it, that they were throwing it on the ground and all this because it wasn't good enough for them. Remember the videos we highlighted on that as well? People who worked in the hotels.
Someone said, you look very different in photos, Paul, than on video. Oh, okay, thanks. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Photos put on a couple of pounds on you, so yeah. He said, Ireland I know in 52. When I was 10, football when I was 18, drink, football party when I was 50. I love my wee dog. Thank God I'm on my own. Bad luck from my dog.
Animal best company. Yeah. There's a short video there, if we're going back up. It's French.
Orla, you're a star up in Donegal. Here we go. We're starting this again. Michael John, tell her, will you?
It's the City of Bordeaux, if you want to play that. And then actually shortly above it is, we need to feature this in relation to, this is the best one I ever heard, but a court case and the man's name. If you want to do the French city first, it's only 10 seconds.
The Bordeaux one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that now in a minute. Hang on, I'm just looking for this other one. I have Bordeaux there. I'll just play it. It's only 10 seconds.
Only 10 seconds, yeah. Like, look at them fighting again. And it's clear to see who's involved. It's not white people. You know?
I'm going to show you this here now. This is on Arran Quay. This is Dublin yesterday.
Broad daylight
That's at the
again.
Custom House. That's at the Custom House.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And then we have, there's a knife fight. Watch this one.
What the fuck, boys? What the fuck? What a sake.
And they don't
That
care.
was in Letterkenny. That was Letterkenny yesterday.
Yeah, and they don't care. You know?
Yeah. I'm from Castlefin, a small town, as Noel McClellan, a better lad you could not meet. I even played music with him. He's a good lad. He is a good lad, and he's a big lad, isn't he? You don't realise how big he is until you actually meet him. Like, he's a big lad, like, you know? Same with Anthony. You meet Anthony as well. Anthony's a big uncle too. Have you seen Roma's house? Have you seen the Roma's house back home? They are feeding it all back. There's a video on YouTube. It's mental. I've seen a couple of them.
That's
Yeah,
what they're doing. Yeah, you're right, Demo.
yeah. But I've seen them. When I used to live, there used to be a little outfit. Used to leave at 6 in the morning, and when I'd be going into work, I'd see him. I used to think he was going to work. He used to go out and he used to collect all the beggars. He had a little van car, you know, the sort of way, and he about 6 beggars with their mats in the gate. He'd load the mats. He'd have all the mats and all in his house. He'd load the mats. And he'd go off collecting them, and he'd collect them and drop them back then. He'd be backing off at 3 o'clock, you know? Yeah. It won't last. All that food will run out and they'll be breaking into houses. Yeah. That's what they do. Oh, hold on there, Martin. Okay, no, that's all right. Yeah. We might finish up early, maybe. We'll see what we have left there, Orla. We have a few
We have
left
loads
there,
left.
have we?
Yes.
We've done the City of Bordeaux there.
Yeah. So we need to go up to the charges about your man in court and what names he went under.
Which fella is this now?
It's actually above Gavin's video, because I don't know if you want to play that as well.
I have Gavin's video there, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But it's just above that.
The man charged under name unknown. Okay, this fella is this you're talking about. Right, well, let's go with that. Okay, there we go. You can see it there. Man charged under name unknown after using 6 identities and 5 ages. This is some. Is this the unsuccessful asylum seeker claiming to be from Palestine? Claiming to be from Palestine and Jordan was charged. Under the name unknown after using 6 identities and 5 ages on his arrest sheet. He appeared before Judge John Brennan at Dublin District Court last Tuesday. That was last week. He was afforded representation of a solicitor on legal aid and assistance of an Arabic interpreter, costing the state a fortune.
So interpreter, free legal
Before
aid.
he was remanded in custody pending further attempts to establish his real identity. The man will appear again on Thursday. That was last Thursday. The court heard he made no reply when charged.
Now, underneath it was wrote, he had been here for a year and had been unsuccessful in applying for asylum. God, that's awful. The court heard that he kept changing his dates of birth, names and nationalities. The Garda National Immigration Bureau have no record of the details he provided. Talk about absolutely, excuse my language, taking the piss.
This is what you're up against now, Orla. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah. Do you want to play Gavin's video? Just while we're just in order.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. This is not going out. Facebook have us blocked here for some reason. Facebook have just blocked us, people.
Blocked?
Yeah. Just remove that. I'll remove it there and just see can I re-add it. Yeah, just re-add it there.
It looks like it's showing on my page. Hold on. So I just shared yours.
It's not going up there now for some reason.
Oh.
I feel in the short this
You're not
morning,
live.
empty house. What?
Yeah, it's not live.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're at the dropping about 300 people there. It was on Facebook. And we didn't even talk about
shared it, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know because I shared it. I shared it on the on the column page as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are the guards with this happening? Yeah, I know. Paul wants to watch the match, lol. No, I don't. The match is over. The match is over. Like, I know the result now. Paul, it's only been 5 for half hour. It's only been live for half hour. Come on, son. Dig in. Keep going. But an hour and 24 we are. That's what we are. Yeah, yeah.
I have 3 days of stuff sent over to him.
Yeah, I know, but we can't go miles over. Like, you can't go 2.5. You know, so much for lads coming in and helping us out here, you know. Steady Eddie, the short time we have grown so accustomed to this type of anti-Semitism. Damo from Palestine and Jordan, we need FOI off. Need to fuck up. Many Palestinians live in Ireland, north and south. I guess 1,000 to 2,000, the rest are free. Listen,
well,
I'm telling you now.
We have the PPS numbers as well to share because I thought this was actually very interesting with the numbers. I sent over that screenshot.
When did you send me that over?
It's above the unknown article.
Okay, that's the unknown.
It's above it.
PPS by sex, 2006
yeah,
to
and then I have the
2024.
citizenship attached. That's beside it as well, just for figures.
Let's just share that one. Yeah, I pass by sex. Irelandisfull.com. Look at this, 2006 PPS numbers from 2006 to 2024, 1.437 million, and foreign non-Irish nationals 2,002, nearly 2,000, nearly 2.3 million, 748. But look at this, like 65 years plus. Like, why have we got outflas? Like, you know what I mean? Why are we bringing outflas in here? You know what I mean? Good luck to you. Like 65 plus, they're not going to work here. What are they getting PPS numbers for? To get bleeding pension? You know, come on, 57 people. Oh, good luck to you.
I'm wondering, is that we'll say, do you know, the family's been brought in, like we'll say fathers, grandfathers, something like that.
I don't give a shit who it is being brought in. They shouldn't be brought in. That shouldn't be a drain on the state. End of story. You know what I mean? They killed off all their old people in bleeding nursing homes during the pandemic, or the so-called pandemic. And now they're bringing in bleeding foreigners. Like 57,000 of them, like over 65.
Yeah.
You know, okay, that's probably not, they're not bringing them in, don't get me wrong, but like, oh, good luck to you. 83,000 between 55 and 64, look. 45 and 54. Look, There's only been 18,000 between 45 and 54. Look at this. Between 35 and 44 years, 16,000 Irish and 300,000 foreigners. Between 25 and 34, there's 28,000 Irish and 752,000 foreigners. 15 to 24-year-olds, you've 30,000 and 658,000. Ah, lads, come on.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, well, fair. Look, but you look, 1.19 of all PPSs are for newborn Irish babies between 2006 and 2024. You know what I mean? Look at this. There's only 7,600 of their babies being born. So that's bullshit. I don't believe that for a minute. I'd say there's more than that with you.
You have to remember that's from 2006. But you think about when all those other groups start having more and more children.
Yeah.
That will soon be overtaken. Now remember in Galway, go back one.
Mohammed, yeah.
Mohammed is the top name in Galway.
In 2025, a total of 13,160 people were made Irish citizens at 2 ceremonies in June and February, with 7,410 at the INEC Killarney and 5,750 at the Convention Centre in Dublin. These figures are based on official citizenship ceremonies list, which confirms these numbers for the two events held in the first half of 2025. So hold on, so that's 7, that's 12,000. That's 13,160, yeah? Wow. That's just this year alone.
We're only halfway through, we're just over halfway through.
Well, yeah.
2025, yeah.
I think that was July, wasn't it? I think that's when that was, July, yeah.
First half, yeah. Yeah. Now, actually, do you want to go back to where you were there? Because I have 2 messages in. One is in relation to a lady and housing, and the other one is in relation to our video about, do you remember the young lad that assaulted the girl and a Lewis driver came over to help her? Well, someone messaged me in over that.
Traffic is absolutely fucked around Blanchardstown.
Well, I'm just trying to play this here. I'm getting this sent in to me there. Just let me play this. Traffic is knackered around Blanchardstown. There's a problem with
Lads, traffic is absolutely fucked around Blanchardstown. Trying to go home from Ballykewan.
Sorry.
Smell exploded in fucking Mulhudder. And the smell of shite down the bottom of the hill is fucking ridiculous. The shite is pumping up onto the street and flowing down the street, raw sewage down the street. So traffic is fucked. Road is blocked from the roundabout at before the cemetery all the way down the hill is blocked. There's a shooting going down past Amherstown here. Fucked.
So that's what's happening. That's it. Mulhudder Village, stay away from it. There's raw sewage flowing down the road. It's, yeah.
Lovely.
Now, my Facebook is back on there now, Orla. Did you see that? Can you see?
Right, okay.
Yeah. There's a few more. It's gone up there again, yeah. Orla's put the word to all the aspects. I'm just going to play Gavin's video.
Okay.
And I've 1 or 2 then from Git, and I've ISIS in.
And then I have the couple of messages I need to read out as well.
You've what?
I have a couple of messages the people contacted me over.
Okay, no problem. So I'm going to go with Gavin. Okay.
How are you folks? Councillor Gavin Pepper here, and another shocking stories that are coming to light. The Irish Times, Jack Power has done an article in relation to another company ran by a man named Gerard Chimbangwe from Zimbabwe. A pasture is in charge of a company called Good People. It's only after being awarded another 6 million contract to look after Ukrainians and refugees, vulnerable people. The reason why this is shocking is because this company is after being found to be forging documents for Garda vetting to look after children in state care, the most vulnerable children, and also housing them in overcrowded accommodation. How is this happening? I mean, I'm a taxi driver. You have to be Garda vetted as a taxi driver. I bring special needs kids to and from school. You have to be Garda vetted for that. I manage football teams. You have to be Garda vetted for that. Like, how is this happening, and how are companies getting away with this? Like who's accountable for this? There doesn't seem to be any accountability, but yet children are being put in danger every single day. Now, this was flagged, thank God, and they figured out who it was. But at the end of the day, you're talking about you don't know who's looking after these children. We don't know who these staff members are and what their backgrounds are. And that's the problem with Ireland at the moment. Vetting. A simple word, vetting. Everybody should be vetted and checked when they go into these jobs and these positions. Absolutely. But what's going on? Forging documents. How is this company allowed to be in business? And what accountability are you going to have? You're going to have them come to court and a fine? Like what accountability is being held? And are the government going to tackle this issue? Is there going to be a statement from the government on this? Are they going to come out and say something? Or once again, is it just swept under the rug, say a little bit about it, and that's it? This is serious. This is involving children, the most vulnerable children in their society, who should be getting the best of care and being safe. Ireland, a country that is no longer safe. And you just look at it and say, when will it all stop? When is enough enough? Because I'll tell you one thing, it's really bad what's happening in our country at the moment, and every day it's another horrible, horrific story.
Fair play to Gavin.
He's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I just sent you on my Facebook post. Can you open that up? Because that'll show what he's talking about.
Orla. Okay, which one was it?
I just sent it there.
Sent it to me on that, sorry.
On the WhatsApp, yeah.
I have Facebook open, so. Okay, this is your man? Why these come? Yeah, okay. Let's share this.
What Gavin's talking about.
Okay, let's just share this and talk about this. Okay, what exactly is going on here? Why are these companies not Irish? Why is 1 million being paid per child in some cases? Some of these places were caught using fake Garda vetting. This is unbelievable. These are vulnerable children. Massive scandal unfolding in Ireland. 7 of the top 10 highest paid companies responsible for looking after vulnerable kids are operated by African or Muslim migrants. Below the top 10 private companies paid the most by the Irish government to house children. Beg and Mirza Health Services, Mohammed Usman Beg and Farhan Mirza, foreign.
Not Irish.
Comet Care, Irish. Whizbay Limited, no info. Victoria Healthcare Org, Samson Uluwasi, foreigner. Rain Healthcare, Terraro Teruviguni, not Irish. Good People Home Care Limited, Gerard and Simelina Chimbamba, the typical Irish Dublin name. They're foreign. Today it was revealed they used fake Garda vetting to hire untrained migrant staff. Ideal Care Services Limited, Jossie and Karen Akawobi, foreign convicted fraudster, received 6 months suspended sentence in March for hiring unvetted staff and forging Garda vetting. Mary Adamola, trading as Clarion Healthcare, Adani Adamola, foreign, yeah. Tender Touch Services Limited, Silver Line, Chickwe, foreign. Superior Health Limited, no info. At least 2 of the 7 foreign-owned companies have been found to have forged Garda vetting and hired unqualified staff. Why are African Muslim fraudsters allowed to run private companies paid by the government to look after children in need, some at a rate of 1 million per child per year? What is going on in Ireland? This is one of the biggest scandals in the history of the state and should be enough to bring down the entire Irish government. They're outsourcing the care to vulnerable kids to unsuitable or fake workers in these companies and are paying them millions annually. That's from Mick O'Keefe. Fair play
That
to Mick for
information,
that.
yes, I got from Mick O'Keefe. So, like, there you
Fair
go.
play
Like,
to Mick for
not
that, yeah.
Irish, not Irish, not Irish, not Irish. Like, it's passion there.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is non-Irish companies looking after children in care? And why are some of them getting paid 1 million per child? Like, if that's not something sinister, I don't know what is.
Yeah, just Jerry, son of a Mick there. Sorry, mate. So that means, Paul, the Tolka River is getting poisoned with that sewage. Yes, that's exactly what's happening now. If it's going down in there, it's going into the Tolka. Yeah, exactly. What could possibly go wrong? Miss P, what's anti-Semitic about not worshipping Moloch, Moloch, or Baal? What's this anti-Semitism? I don't get involved with Jews or any shit like that. I don't care.
Listen, we have one country to
Nice
worry
and
about
shit.
right now, and that's Ireland.
Yeah, now you have it, Orla. Now you
And
have
that's
it.
all I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I have a video here from City West from earlier. Just let me put that up there. This is from
Okay.
Paul Nolan for earlier. One of the new to the parish, City West.
Watch out for this dirty piece of shit in City West. Fucking smashing car windows. He nearly took Sarah's head clean off with a fucking can. Absolute piece of fucking shit. It was lucky it was close enough. I went around, we got him. Piece of shit around in fucking City West of Barn Oaks. So this piece of shit. Yeah. Smashing car windows in City West and threatening women and children. Yeah. At the guards, and here we are in Barn Oaks. What they're catching lovely.
Where you fuck your wife?
What they're catching lovely. You better be onto the police or your boss or something. This fella as well, I'm not helping at all. Security, they call him. Charlie, you're staying there. Stay there. How much rest in the police station?
So
Yeah.
Yes,
Fair play to you.
yes,
Yes.
here.
We're smashing the weird cars. Huh? Yeah. We're smashing the car with that.
Where is
Yeah. My fucking car. My car across the road. Just smashed the window with women and kids in it. You're a fucking scumbag. Scumbag. Yeah, scumbag.
Yes.
We all live around here.
They want that.
You live in here. Block 2. Now that's what you get for threatening women and smashing cars and springing out children. Yeah, now that's what you get. And then women in here in the Barn Oaks thinking you could just run away. Big man crying now. Max, you're gonna have to tell the guards what happened. Max. Yeah, were you there? She's still in our car.
What story he said that someone broke the car window, and this one walked over. Someone trying to swing his cane at me.
Watch out for this dirty people.
Fair play to Joe down there. Joe's a comedian.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He's sound enough guy. But fair play to him, yeah. Well done. Kevin Coyle, what's Kevin saying? Them apartments are not even 3 years old, full of all sorts, yeah. My head is turned into a kip out there. But this is what they're doing, Kevin. They're giving all of these. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's call a spade here. Well, you were all down looking after Crown there. Well, you were fucking stopping them coming into Crown. They were putting them into houses around the area, council houses. That's what they've done. They've done them in every area. There's no Irish people getting council houses at all, and it has to stop. People need, when there's a house goes up there, Irish people need to get it before these foreigners. They've nothing got to do with this country. We have nothing to do with them. We shouldn't have to be giving them anything. They're coming here, Treasure Island. That's it. Get out of here. Stop it all. Stop the welfare and get them the fuck out of here. Simple. They're all on drugs or drunk. The reason why they're all on drugs or drunk is because they're getting handed fucking 3 square meals a day in there. It's like a buffet style food. They don't have to go out and buy food. They get 250 quid on the labour, but that's their money to gargle. They don't need to buy food. You know what I mean? They don't need to do anything. While their own people are bleeding, starving and dying on the streets. I heard your man is back on the scene as well, in around town as well. That fella that tried to slice the babies, remember?
Yes.
He's been seen in one or two of the homeless shelters around the city centre.
Dylan's actually done a good piece of him, so I'm going to put that up tomorrow.
That's the same road my partner and child was followed down by 4 Georgians from City West Hotel. Garda said they set up visibility and they didn't. They won't do anything. Unfortunately, lads, that's until somebody dies, or that's listen, that's what's going to happen here. They're letting these scumbags away with everything. Women and children are not safe walking the streets. And if I'm racist and I'm whatever for saying that, well, then so be it. I don't give a shit. You know? Yeah, 100%. We stopped crowns, but we haven't stopped in getting the properties. Me and yourself had this conversation. Yeah, exactly. They're still getting in. They're getting in, and it has to stop, people. It really has to stop. You know? Why would any Irish worship? Oh, Jesus, are we still going on about this? They are using them as demographic weapon. Yeah, I agree. But I'm seeing it. I brought my sister to the hospital this morning. I collected her from the hospital this morning, and she said it to me. She look at the amount of foreigners. Like, Dublin is not Dublin anymore. Even you go up to Coolock. Like, I went up to, I was up in Beaumont today. I was up in Kilmore, and my God, the amount of people. Wow. All foreign. Yeah. I mean, what have we got left there? Did you say? Have we?
Right. Up above the citizenship, we need to talk about the message coming over the Lewis. So there's a screenshot and then writing underneath it.
The Lewis.
Yeah. Screenshot. It's above the citizenship post.
No, that's about abortion. We don't want that.
It should be under that, and then there's it should be under that. The top of it says Orla, what the public don't know because they are too busy attacking the drivers. That's a screenshot, and then there's writing attached to it as well.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
have it here.
So,
this is a message that was sent in to you, was it?
yes. So this is in relation to the video we showed of that, what looked like a foreign young lad attacking a girl. And remember, an Irish man came over to try and help. He was a Lewis driver. So this man reached out to me. He'd watched it on the show and reached out to me over it. So.
Okay. Orla, what the public don't know because they are too busy attacking the drivers is the policy of the Lewis is that no driver will get out of their cab to intervene in any issues. And proper order, they shouldn't have to. It's not your job to do that. There's people paid to do that. And I agree. These 2 drivers could be stood down for going to help that girl to the point of the driver getting a box being sacked. Lewis is refusing transport police as it is passed in the Dáil many years ago to allow it. The security on the Lewis don't have any powers or rights to engage in problems on the Lewis as they don't have a licence for it. Their licence is to observe and report, as well as being threatened all the time by the company. If they get involved, they will be disciplined with their bonus being affected. Orla, can you write this up in your own words so the public can understand the truth? Yeah.
Now, read out what I've attached on to it. So there's just further information than he gave.
Yeah.
It'll be underneath it. It says, yes, it is unbelievable. Yeah, there.
Hold on there, Orla. Where did I get that from? Yes, sorry. Yes, it is unbelievable the pressure that the staff and people being attacked. The company will turn on you quicker than you can blink. The only way will put the pressure on the Lewis when attacked. It is not removing themselves from the tram and requesting ambulance and Garda. And yes, to have security on trams is the company illusion to allow the people to believe they are safe. But security don't have powers to anything other than report what they see. Most drivers come under pressure to keep the tram going. If anyone is hurt or sick, they are not qualified to remove the sick person, but because of pressure, they think they are told by the controller is factual, but all it is doing is endangering staff jobs.
So pretty much what that man is saying is that they're told to do nothing. So even when stuff is going on the Lewis, they're told to keep going. So that man that actually went to help that woman did it off his own back, and fair play to him. You know?
Yeah.
If you go back into where that was, there is a message up above that in relation to a lady living in with an abusive partner. And this is again about what's going on with state accommodation.
Okay, hold on.
Screenshots, it will start off with all deliberate.
Yeah. All deliberate. They don't want young Irish families draining the system. Yeah. Let me just share that and then I'll read it. All deliberate. They don't want young Irish families draining the system when they invite Mohammed, his 3 wives and 12 children instead. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. I'm talking to a single mother now who ran away from an abusive partner, 3 kids, and living in temporary accommodation. Absolutely no help from the state to find accommodation, ignored by TDs. She's emailing. Only option for rental is studio apartments at $1,500 a month minimum. Second-class citizens in our own country or on our own island. Funding our own replacement while these vermin in our doll profit off globalist agenda. Oh, that's the Lewis one. Sorry.
No, there should be there's writing attached. It just starts off with, so the lady was living with an abusive partner.
Yeah. So the lady was living with an abusive partner, had to flee the house one day using friends to help her move her stuff and protect her in case he came home. She fled to Waterford, and since then she has been given temporary accommodation from a friend. She's not meant to be there, but she has no choice. One child is a toddler and the other 2 are below the age of 10. She has been laughed at by councils because out of desperation she is visiting her office daily, to the point that they have rang her to say that they will look into her case just so she will stop going into them. She has emailed every TD in the country too to help, and it's ignored. Her eldest daughter was bullied in a school recently by foreign kids, and the only outcome she got from the principal was a form with their bullying policy. Trying to make out her child was the problem because they were too afraid to confront the foreign kids in case they labelled the school racist. She works freelance and has to pay for babysitters. That's a disgrace. That is a disgrace, you know?
Now, just don't close that down for a second. So, yeah, so this lady reached out to me over this situation. So, again, the gist of it's there. This woman is in an abusive relationship and cannot get any sort of accommodation because, again, it's all been handed out to foreigners. Again, she's contacted TDs, counsellors. They don't care. They don't want to know. Now, I have to put together a piece, and I'll do it for the next show. I just didn't get time. But another woman reached out to me about what's going on in the women's refuges. Yeah. So I have to put that together. And it was actually quite shocking what's going on there.
But you heard what Liam told us the other night in Clonmel, that the IPA centre has gone in right next door to a women's refuge.
Refuge, yes, he did say that, yeah.
I actually have that cut now and ready to go back. I will put that up later on now and I'll share it out everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, now that's the what I was sent on now is in relation to something else, but this again needs to be highlighted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now this was brought up the other day in the show. A woman messaged me on X over this as well, so I want to highlight it. because this is very, very important now for if there is, I'm not saying that we don't know if something sinister is going on, we don't know, but people need to be getting second or third opinions on this. It's in relation to terminations. Remember, it was just...
Yeah. We need to be getting, we did say that. And someone come on there and said that as well the other day, that we need to be getting...
message in with a story as well.
You can't just be terminating babies willy-nilly on the say-so of, really, you need to be looking into it more.
Go get another opinion.
Angela Leggett. Paul and Orla, thank you both so much for taking time of your busy lives to bring us the Irish up-to-date news 3 times weekly, for bringing us papers together. No problem, Angela. We're here. That's what we do. Not really, Eddie. 20k each. Fuck all, kill the spent. Give them 20k. Yeah. Okay, I have 1 or 2 videos there. I want to play.
Do you want to read this? Can you read that message out? Because that 1 minute message again. The one I spoke about.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
On Facebook, is it?
Yeah. No, it's a screenshot. It's above the lady with the abusive partner.
Okay. Is that the dot on her ovaries? Is that one? Is that the one you want me to read?
Hi Orla. It starts off with Hi Orla. I was listening to the show.
Yeah.
It's a screenshot, yeah.
Yeah, it's about aborting the babies, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this came in a couple of days ago. We just didn't get a chance to show it. Yeah,
well, we've been away. We've been very busy. I had elephant man. I had elephantitis. That's what he said. He said it was. What, you don't get elephantitis? Hi Orla, I was listening to the show. I know a girl who was told she had to have an abortion and there was something on the scan, a dot on her ovaries. She said she needed time to think about it. She went home, done Google search, and went to the chemist and got milk of magnesium, I'd say, and went back to the hospital, begged for another scan before they aborted the baby. It was a fight, as the nurse said no, but eventually had a scan. The scan became clear, and now she has a healthy baby boy. How many other women has this happened to? Well done, that girl. Fair play to that girl.
Don't close down that page, Paul, right, for a second. Yeah, so scans can be wrong. So, if anyone is watching this, just make sure that they get a second or third opinion, just in case, because this was highlighted. If you want to think over this way. We're into the tourists now. This is another very serious issue that's going on as well.
We've hit 900 there, people, just as we're finishing up. But fair play to everyone. And if anyone wants to buy us a coffee, please do. Yes, if you don't mind. It would be nice. I will put it in the comments. So as you... Okay, so what do you want me to do with this?
There's 2 screenshots there in relation to an English tourist been assaulted.
Yeah, well, here we are. English tourist critical following assault in Temple Bar. That was last Thursday. An English tourist is in critical condition following an assault in Dublin city centre in the early hours of this morning. Emergency services were called at the Temple Bar Square area around 12:30. A man in his 40s was taken to Bowen Hospital, where his condition is said to be critical. A technical examination of the scene is underway.
And then if you go over the other side, now that's more on it there from Terry Kay.
Yeah, tourism in Ireland is absolutely on its knees. An English tourist is now fighting for his life after a violent assault in the tourist district of Temple Bar. This gent joins other tourists like Nino Domalji, was killed by 2 Romanians, Kevin Ketzler, Austrian, who was assaulted numerous women, including a tourist, and Thomas Strabada, a Lithuanian who assaulted an elderly American tourist.
Like, tourism is already down 30%. This keeps getting out. People are not... I can read Gavin's now in a second. Like, who's going to want to come here if they feel something's going to happen to them? And tourism, as I said, is already down 30%. Like, this is really serious. Like, what in God's creation is Jim O'Callaghan doing? Is he just sitting drinking tea? Because he doesn't seem to be doing anything.
No, it's disgusting. Someone's asking what milk of magnesia is like. Milk of magnesia is rank. rank.
I don't think
There's
I've
no
had it.
taste of it. There's a minty taste, a minty painty taste of it.
Yeah, chalky taste
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
like bleeding emulsion paint. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 12 a.m. Yeah.
The screenshot now before Terry Kay then is Gavin's one on the Irish students.
Irish students are struggling to afford to go to college due to the accommodation crisis and costs. However, this issue will not affect illegal immigrants who have been given accommodation for free in Ireland. Will you struggle every day to send your children to the college in your own country? The government buys up hotels like the City West to house migrants. Yeah, there you go there.
So there you go again. The students, yeah. So families are struggling, not being able to get Susie grants. Remember, the Ukrainians were going to be given €1,000 spending money as well. Plus, they're getting their food for free, their accommodation free, and their college fees for free. And then Irish families are struggling with their students. And I know that myself because I've been through it for the last 5 years.
Yeah. But that guy who died as well last week as well, or a week and a half ago, the guard has been suspended. So we don't know whether he did push him or what happened, or the video footage is coming out now. We're not going to see the video footage, obviously. But
No,
I'd like to. If anyone has it, I'd like to see it, yeah. But he has been, I think that's just standard procedure. I don't know. I haven't seen anything, or nobody has come back to tell me anything. Please do not speculate, as there is no correlation between immigration and crime. Quote the gay Indian. Yeah.
But didn't Helen McEntee say that Dublin is safe? Yeah, Dublin's great these days. Absolutely marvellous. Where tourists are coming over and being stabbed. So it's great.
So no more Down syndrome babies, no more special children. The world is not nice anymore. It is rotten people govern us. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like, they have eradicated Down syndrome in America, haven't they, all them years ago?
Yeah. But that's what's going on over in Canada with these suicide pills.
Lizzie.
You know,
Paul, you haven't shown the post about the homeless hub. Okay, Lizzie, let me have a look. Did you send it to me on WhatsApp? Sorry. Let me see. I'm looking at Daniel there. Let me see, Lizzie. Did you send it in to me, hon? Lizzie, did you send it in to me there? Sorry, I didn't see your post. Honestly, I didn't see it. I remember reading something like that. Where the blade now did I see it? Plus 600 and for rent, yeah. So no more, yeah. The world gone mad, yeah. Yeah, Lizzie, did you send it in to me? I don't know.
If not, maybe just resend it again.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Did you send it in on the WhatsApp? Hold on. I just want to show this as well, just while we're here. This is today. The video has no sound, so I'll just. This is the North Wall today. That's weird, isn't it?
What am I looking at? I can't see.
Did you not see it?
No, but what is it we're looking at?
It's the North Wall. It's all cordoned off with ambulances and Gardaí and fire brigades.
Right, okay. I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't know if it was a fight or
That's
something.
That's all it was.
Okay.
Lizzie, YouTube. Hold on. Did you send it to me? YouTube. Sorry, Lizzie. There's a YouTube on there, all right, but it's for central bankers. It's not. No, that's the central bank, Lizzie. Oh. I'm not finding it, Lizzie. I'm not finding it there, huh?
Can you resend it?
If she can't, my daughter works in a Dublin homeless ward and sadly turning away Irish mothers and their children because they're full of foreign families. Okay, Lizzie, thank you very much for that. My daughter works in Dublin homeless hub. They are sadly turning away Irish mothers and their children because they're full of foreign families. Yeah. It's the same up beside in the 12th block as well. That's homeless. That's a homeless hub as well for Roma families. Yeah.
Come here. Do you want to play that video where it says 13-year-old killed, UK protecting the killer? This is another guy now, and I have to say he's excellent on TikTok.
What is it?
It says 13-year-old killed, UK protecting the killer. I sent it over on, was it Wednesday? So you're going to go back a bit. I know we're nearly finishing up.
It's not letting me go back up now. Oh. I'm going to just do the ISIS in UK hotels, yeah?
If you've missed the last few videos, here's what's been going on, and you're going to want to hear every second. It started with a rumour, and not just any rumour, that ISIS-linked men are hiding in asylum hotels and HMOs across the UK, and they're waiting for the order to attack. The alleged targets? Our infant and primary schools. Now, the government hasn't confirmed that, but they've quietly updated national school security guidance, adding stricter lockdown rules, tighter visitor checks, and even protocols for bladed weapon attacks. They did it in July last year. No headlines, no explanation. Why? Then came the silence. If these rumours are false, why no public denial? The government's quick to stamp out misinformation when it suits them, but on this, nothing. And then it got darker. A parent messaged me privately about a case that was real. I checked it, it happened. A teenage boy, 17 years old, here in the UK, arrested under terrorism laws. The plot? Targeting children's dance schools. His inspiration? Axel Rudacabana, the Southport killer who stabbed 3 girls to death during a Taylor Swift-themed workshop. A judge called him pure evil and jailed him for a minimum of 52 years. This lad was reportedly a fan, obsessed, and allegedly planning his own attack on kids. MI5 were involved, Counter-Terrorism Command 2, and yet no headlines, just a quiet article buried online. So here's the pattern. When a threat fits the approved villain profile, the media will run it for weeks. But when it points somewhere inconvenient, it gets buried. And that's the problem, because if they're willing to stay silent on this, what else aren't they telling us? And more importantly, how many warnings do we have to ignore before it's too late?
That interesting.
That is very interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been told, I told you this. I've been told that there's Palestinians.
Wouldn't be
Palestinians in these IPAD centres. These are all army men. They're all army men. I heard this about a week ago. Someone who speaks their language overheard them say primary schools were the target. Chris, up the line, make a bleeding roar there, Fitzy. Padder owes me one, by the way.
Yeah, I just sent you one over there about the 13-year-old. So,
hang on.
Yeah. And then there's a lady above it with Germany. We can probably get those 2 videos played. Sure, they're only 3 minutes long between the 2 of them.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
And then we can finish up.
Yeah, have I got Germany there?
I've just resent them to you.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I know. The 14-year-old, okay. Yeah, just let me drag these in. I'm just going to play this. This is just bare to your hand. This is just funny. I'm just going to play this.
Hello, folks. Big news. I'm running for President of Ireland. It's going to be huge, folks. Huge. Bigger than the tribunals. Bigger than the Galway races. Believe me. Now, people say, Bertie, how will you be paid as president? Very simple. I don't need a salary. I don't need a bank account. Bank accounts are for losers. I'll win it all on the horses. Tremendous horses. The best horses. In the Aras, we're going to have a big, beautiful safe. The most gorgeous safe you've ever seen. And inside, gifts from friends. Wonderful friends. all stored in gold envelopes. Much better than brown, believe me. And my big idea is this. I'm not building a wall. I'm building a tent, a big, beautiful tent right on the lawn of the Irish. We're calling it the Galway tent. And who's going to pay for it? The developers. They're going to pay bigly. Let's make Bertie great again. It's going to be beautiful, it's going to be classy, and it's going to be cash only, folks. Believe me.
Thanks to Little Green there for that. Makes up some great things there, I have to say.
Oh, very good.
Any drug dealers. Okay, sorry, I'm going to play this one now, Orla. We go to 13-year-old. We go with 13-year-old first.
Yeah, first, and then the one in Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
A 13-year-old girl is dead. A 16-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of rape and murder, and yet we may never know who he is. This has just happened in Huddersfield. Police were called to a flat on Sheepbridge Road. Inside they found a young girl, just 13 years old, unresponsive. She died in hospital a few hours later. The post-mortem couldn't even confirm how she died. Officially, it's an unexplained death, but detectives didn't waste time. By the very next day, a 16-year-old boy was under arrest, suspected not just of murder, but of rape. And here's the thing, he's being investigated over another alleged rape involving a 16-year-old girl elsewhere. Now you'd think in a case this serious, the public would be told exactly who we're dealing with. But no, because of his age, his identity will be shielded. No name, no photo, nothing. We're told it's to protect minors. But what it really does is protect suspects from scrutiny. I hate to say it, but Britain is lost. When even the gravest crimes are choked in secrecy, when the public is left in the dark, what chance is there for trust in justice? So I'll ask you this, do you think we should know who this boy is? Or is hiding the truth just another sign of how far this country has fallen? Let me know in the comments, because with rising crime in this country, especially from youngsters, isn't it about time we knew who we're dealing with?
Well, what I would say on that quickly is, he's 16 years old, so he was protected, right? We don't know his nationality because he was under 18. If he is old enough to commit that crime, and he already was caught in relation to a rape of another girl, then he should be named and shamed. Why is he being protected? Just because he's 16 years old?
Chris Bourne, let's make Gobshite great again. Yeah.
Like, what if he was released, like out on bail, and he ended up getting out, and then ends up attacking somebody else? Nobody's going to know who he is. Nobody's going to know what he looks like. Like, why are these people being protected? If you're old enough to commit a heinous crime like that, you're old enough to be named and shamed.
Oh, I agree, Orla. I agree. I'll play the Germany one and then we'll finish up, right?
Okay.
What I'm about to tell you is so unbelievably shocking that I encourage you to verify every step of this story yourself. In September of 2020, a 15-year-old girl was at a local festival in Hamburg, Germany, where she was gang raped by 11 men for over 3 hours. The men were from Afghanistan, Kuwait, Armenia, Montenegro, Iran, Libya, and Egypt. After a nearly 100-day trial, this judge convicted 9 of the 11 initially charged. Only one of the 9 convicted received a prison sentence for just over 2 years. The other 8, 60 hours of community service. Despite there being DNA evidence, as well as video evidence. Yes, they filmed it. During the trial, one of the considerations taken into court was from an expert witness who is a psychiatrist, who said that the rapes might have been a way for the perpetrators to vent frustration from migration experiences and socio-cultural homelessness. They were migrants, that's why they did this to that girl. So, they didn't have to go to prison. It's not over. A 20-year-old woman was texting one of these rapists and found out about what he had done. So she messaged him on WhatsApp and called him a disgusting freak and a dishonorable rapist pig. The rapist reported her WhatsApp messages, private WhatsApp messages, to the police. This woman was found guilty of defamation and received a harsher sentencing than the man who gang raped the 15-year-old girl. Yep, she went to jail. The rapist didn't. In fact, this woman who sent the WhatsApp message was one of 140 individuals who were investigating for sending insulting or threatening messages to the perpetrators, the men guilty of the crime. Paid for by the taxpayers. That is how Germany would rather spend their resources, preventing people going after 140 individuals who might have hurt a rapist's feelings for calling them the truth. Because Germany has very strict laws on verbal insults. They do not have free speech.
Unbelievable.
That's exactly what's going to happen to us here. You will not be able to speak out against anything here.
And we saw that over in the UK, where the father of a young girl he was trying to save from the grooming gangs.
Grooming gangs, yeah.
Ended up getting was he sentenced? Where he was trying to save his daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, absolutely unbelievable. Somebody was just commenting there about that 16-year-old. It doesn't say the nationality. So you see, he was protected because he was under 18. So we don't know whether he was English or whether he was foreign.
In Islam, only the male's word counts. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. This is what we're up against, pure evil. Yeah. Listen, we'll get into this more probably. We do Wednesday or we do Thursday.
No, sure. Yeah, we might as well just do Thursday. So we've nothing sorted out for the Friday yet.
Yeah. No, we won't be doing that for the Friday.
So we'll do Thursday night. So what day is today? Monday. That gives us a couple of days off.
Okay. So listen, folks, thank you very much. There you go. People are just putting up the rope and trees, free speech, YouTube. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's good versus evil. You're right. You are right. Orla, thank you very much. It's been emotional as always, and I will drop you down for a few minutes. Thank you very much. And it's just down to me to say what I say every night. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Oh, no, not yet. We don't want to do that. Just let it loose. It will defend itself. I'm just going to play the national anthem.